Well, we can see Janet Kuypers right now. Janet Kuypers.
How wonderfully fitting to talk astronomy since it's the 50th anniversary today of man landing on the moon. Which is why I got my NASA shirt on. I try to write things about moons like crazy this week, and so I thought I would share 3 related to moons. This first one, actually, is the second poem I ever wrote in my life, and it's called Moonlight. Moonlight is a hypnotist, putting people in a trance. Whenever you look at it, it takes over your soul. No one can stop it, but no one wants to. Short and sweet. This is a poem that I wrote on the 16th, July 16th, because on July 16th in '69 is the day that the astronauts took off for the moon. So this is about taking off for the moon. We didn't know what to expect. We went through tests wearing a laborious, bulky suit underwater. We're strapped into a contraption we like to call the vomit comet to see if we could stomach what the ride would be like, even though we don't even know what outer space is even like in the first place. The offices would monitor the weather to see if we could see whatever we were doing and do something that was never done before. And please give us a cloud-free sky so we can actually see what we're doing when we take off for this 4-day mission to the moon. We have no idea what it will really feel like if we make it to the surface. Strapping us into this bulky suits when we're underwater and asking us to do chores really can't prepare us for actually walking on the moon. With lower gravity, will it be easier to hop along instead of laboriously stepping 1 foot in front of the other like we do on Earth, 1 foot in front of the other, each earthly step there to stop us from falling? I wonder what the sun will look like. And without an atmosphere, how black will the sky actually seem? We want to stare out at this landscape along these rocks and this new terrain, and then look up to see Earth, home, just the way we always look so fondly at the moon and from our Earth sky. What a bizarre juxtaposition will we experience after we've loved this moon from afar for so long, when we literally stand on the moon. And then we stand there and we see this tiny little Earth far away. And that may be when we'll realize that this tiny teeming ball holds all of mankind. Seeing that beautiful blue orb makes all of mankind's problems seem so small after all. So strap yourself in. It's a long ride, one we've never taken before. We have no idea what it'll be like, and we have no idea what we'll even say once we're there. But we've worked all our lives for this. I'm sure the words will come. Thank you. And while I was doing things on moons, I thought I would find some other moons, because it just can't all be all about Earth's moon, right? Actually, I'll save some of those for you for later, because I'm moon crazy today. But this first one I actually wrote on the 8th of July, because July 8th, 2011 marked the launch of the last space shuttle mission. And I've got this cool photo that the space shuttle Discovery took of the full moon. It was cool, but this is my last one for you. This journey carries a certain gravity, heavier than the pull of this planet, as seemingly as heavy as the burden that President Reagan felt after the Space Shuttle Challenger disaster. This journey will not mark the end of our lives, but it will mark the end of an era of the space shuttle, of our opportunity to make the choice to come closer, and commune with the moon. In our turbulent and glorious 30-year history, this final voyage will not only be the end of the space shuttle era, but it will also be the end of my private love affair with seeing this moon from the most unique perspective. Now, people say the Earth is humbling to view from the space shuttle, but I believe that our moon, that beautifully elusive orbiting chunk of rock that used to be a part of Earth, the moon takes on a different realm altogether when seen without our trusted atmosphere there to distort our view of what we are really meant to see. Because, sure, on Earth we fall in love with the moon and moonlight, but when you're in space, between the Earth and moon, your love for this closest solar system relative draws you closer than any earthly gravitational field.